guys, so today I will be showing you how I fill in and shape my brows. Like in work everyone's always like, oh, like your brows have such a nice shape, and I'm like, no, I put the shape in there because there's no shape. So yeah, I'll be leaving a list of everything that I used in the description box below. Okay, so what I use for filling in my brows is I use a gel liner from Inglot, number 89. I just have it in this little tester thing. I use a thin angled brush. Then I use an eyeshadow from Inglot, this one here. Okay, so that's a little angled brush I'm using there. Okay, so what I do with a gel liner, I don't fully fill in my brows with the liner. What I do is I take a little bit on my brush, and then I do a thin line underneath my brow, and then a thin line like on top of the brow. So that's just to create the shape, because let's be serious, there is no shape here. Okay, so I have loads of the product here on my brush. Then what we're going to do is get a piece of tissue and squeeze the product out onto the tissue, like that. So you're left with the product on the tissue and like the thinnest, the smallest amount of the liner on your brush. Okay, so then I'm gonna go in and do those lines like I said. Okay, so see, we have the bottom line done. And then with my brows, like I like to give them like a bit of a curve and a bit of a shape. So what I'm gonna do is like I'll be drawing kind of over the skin, do you get me, to create that curve, like because where I'm like lacking in hair there. So don't be afraid to do this. Don't be afraid to kind of like overdraw your eyebrows slightly to create that shape. So with the liner as well, I'm kind of starting from about here. You don't want to start all the way in here because then you'll have like a really heavy line there, and you don't want it to be too harsh in this part. And you can kind of go in here and kind of blend that a little bit. Like with gel liner then, you're not going to go back in with more gel liner on the brush and fill it in, because just like it'll be just too dark and thick and you'll have like slug brows. So you don't want slug brows. Okay, so then what I do with the same brush is just fill in my brows then. As I said before, I'm using this eyeshadow from Inglot, so I'll be using the kind of the middle to dark one. Also with most people, their eyebrows, the hair here is quite fair. They're going to be more fine and not as thick as the rest of the brow. So I kind of fill it in a little bit more lightly here to make it seem more natural, rather than having it like dark all the way through, because that's not going to look natural. You want to have the darkest part at the end and then have it lighter up here. Are kind of long, so like during the day kind of like they would kind of fall down and I wouldn't have that like sharp edge. What I do is I have a I don't even know what you call these, brow mascara? It's not a brow gel. Brow gel? Oh, it says Sculpting Brow Mascara. Okay. So basically what it does is it just kind of fixes the hair in place so they don't then budge throughout the day. So there it is like that, and I take a little bit on my brush. If you see kind of any little gaps, you can go back in with your shadow and just fix that. I just think the difference brows make are unbelievable. Like, normal, alien, normal, no brows. I like using the gel liner because I like the definition that it gives. It gives kind of like a nice clean line and I think makes the brows look neater. Also, I used to use the colour Book from the Naked palette to fill my brows, which it's a very warm brown. So like looking back, I'm like, are my brows kind of orangey? So I really hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you learned a little bit about filling in and shaping your brows. If you have any questions, just leave a comment for me down below. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more makeup tutorials. I'll leave all my links and stuff below and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.